Joining me today is Michael Harris out of Santa Clarita, California. Out of an audience of more than 250,000 agents nationwide, Michael has been selected to represent Broker Agent Advisor as this month's Broker Agent of the Month for the state of California. And Michael, it's a privilege having gotten to know you a little bit. It's a treat for me to be here in this moment, helping you be seen and recognized for your contribution to this industry. I just want to congratulate you on the recognition, and I appreciate you joining me.
Thank you so much. I'm honored and humbled, and even being considered, let alone being selected. I've been doing this for a long time. I'm in 35 years in doing lending, and it's an honor to be recognized. It's not what I stand for to be recognized, but of course, it's nice to have that done.
No doubt. Well, you're an easy pick, and it's my hope that the people that get a chance to watch this video get a sense for who you are and maybe a little bit about why you were selected. And I thought maybe we would just explore a couple questions together. So you could be anything. This world offers a lot of options to us. Why a loan officer? How did you get in the lending business?
Well, numbers have always been a thing for me. I always like math, but math to an extent. Once you get to the point where it's calculus, you go, well, that's too far. So I didn't want to necessarily go that far down the line. But, it's working with people, it's helping people, and then doing something that I enjoy. I've always been very organized in that respect in numbers. And when I went to college, business economics, I got out and didn't want to be an accountant. And I was kind of introduced into the loan business right out of college. So I've been doing it for that long as a result. And it's allowed me to have the best of all worlds, numbers and helping people.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. I have found and observed, I was licensed myself. I've been a part of this business for a long time. A lot of people from the outside looking in kind of think this business is easy and everybody makes a ton of money. And the reality is it's a really tough business. 35 years is a long time. Like, you have as much experience as virtually anybody. What do you find most rewarding about it? Like, what is it that has you here 35 years later, still talking about it with a smile on your face and feeling good about your contribution?
Every experience is different. Everyone will think, oh gosh, what's your rate? Well, it's not really that easy. Everyone has a different experience and level of what they're looking for. So watching and seeing the result is kind of fun for me. It's watching someone get their first home, their move up home, saving money, allowing them to pay for college education, whether unfortunately a divorce, paying the spouse in order to gain a property. It's watching them have family moments. And in doing it for 35 years, it's reaching multi-generations. I have one client now that's in its fourth generation.
Wow.
I knew their great grandparents. And that's really, really makes me look really old, but it allows me to really touch and know that I was a part of their lives.
Yeah, it's super cool. It's often a major life event that is the inspiration for the need to buy or sell a house, right? So you've had a front row seat in helping people navigate a lot of emotional times in their life. And that's a pretty awesome a position of contribution to come from. Just as you could be working in any field, you could be living anywhere. You're in Santa Clarita, California. Talk to me a little bit about what makes Santa Clarita such a great place to live, work, and play.
Well, to be straight with you, I've been part of Santa Clarita now for a little over 2 years. I was in Thousand Oaks for 16 years. Prior to that, a few years in Moore Park area in Ventura County. But I grew up in the San Fernando Valley. So it's kind of the triangular fashion of what we've done here. But because I can be in every market with technology, it allowed me to be in an area that I felt I wanted to dive to. I'm familiar with the area, but now I'm gaining more local roots and getting more involved in the community. And something I do differently, I also host talk radio on weekends. So my listenership is Southern California. So wherever I go in Southern California, it's really a home area for me.
Yeah, that's great. And I want to ask you one last question before I let you go.
Yeah.
I want to lean into your experience a little bit. Lots of people are often thinking about getting in this business. There are lots that are in this business, still trying to find their way a bit. If you were to give one piece of advice, just one, and this is the hard part of the question because there's a lot of different directions you could go. But if you were to offer a single piece of advice to appear in this business, what would that piece of advice be?
Listen. They need to be listening rather than speaking. And that's for people who know me, they're going to go, what? Because I'm not afraid to talk. But it's understanding, listening, and observing. It's understanding the need and want of the client. And sometimes the client may get in their own way, but it's you that are responsible to allowing them to see that. And it's listening. But someone getting started, it's kind of who you know and what you're doing and making, but you always want to be helpful. If you go into this business as wanting to help someone get to the finish line and you listen, then you'll be successful.
I love it. I say this a lot these days. The shortest distance between two people is trust. And one of the surest ways to develop some trust is just to listen to them and allow them to talk about their environment and let them feel like they're understood, right? Like there's immense power in the skill of listening. And I think that's great advice.
Right. But the last thing you want to do is, as a loan officer, trust me. You don't want to be using that line. That's not the good line.
No, we want to demonstrate that through our actions, not through our words, right? Like,
Exactly.
that's hilarious. Look, it's been a privilege to get to know you a little bit. I'm proud to be here helping you be seen after 35 years in this business. The business is lucky to have you. Congratulations again on the recognition, and I wish you nothing but continued success in the rest of your journey.
Thank you. Thank you for your time today as well.